98 to 92. Judge.
What up, Fight World?
David Duncan scoring this one 95.
Come on, what's up with this? Yeah, what up, Fight World? So I don't know what just happened with the Golden Boy. They were reading the scorecards. I'm assuming Ryan Garcia won. I'm not sure. He was the favorite. Hold on.
Up at the big screen every once in a while to see how much time.
Man, fuck this. This Facebook shit's tripping. Yo, we back on them. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So let's talk about it. I just watched Ryan Garcia, Carlos Morales. I want to give some thoughts. Okay, thank you for the up. See, Ego's Army, we got us. So the scorecards were 98 to 92. Two judges had it like that. And 95-95. So he won a majority decision, Ryan Garcia. Congrats to Ryan Garcia. I want to give my thoughts on kind of what I've seen. Now, Ryan Garcia is my dude. But I got to break down, be fair. Break down what I've seen, like I always do. Give you guys the good, the bad, the ugly. Ryan has a jaw injury. Is that what he said? What's wrong with his jaw? I don't. The stream cut out, so I don't know what he said towards the end. Anybody can clarify that? Smash the like button as you guys come in. We just working. We just here to talk it. Yeah, it's a competitive fight. Probably Ryan Garcia's toughest fight. You notice, see, this is what I try to tell people. Jaw got injured from the jab. Oh, okay. Because he started acting different round 6 or 7. I had it 94-96. All right, hold on. Everybody's going ham. Hold on. Let me get my thoughts out. I'm gonna try to read through some of y'all questions because y'all just going ham with the the comments. Smash the like button. We're gonna break this down. I'm gonna tell you what I think, and then I'm gonna try to read through some of your comments. Okay, the good, the bad, the ugly. The good is Ryan Garcia definitely has a following. They make sure you know that. They say, 1.2 million followers. There's a sold out crowd, so congrats to that. He got the victory, so he lives to fight on to another day. That's one of the good things. He does have power, which power could be a gift and a curse, and we're gonna talk about that in the bad section. He has power and he has speed, but let's talk about the bad real quick. The bad to me is this: he's operating in a 10-rounder predominantly at the same speed, and everything is hard. Everything is like meant with bad intention, and I think part of that, this is just me speaking. I don't know what his personal take is, but my thing is, I think part of that is because of everything's come to him real quick, and he's this Instagram celebrity. You know, he's Insta famous and stuff, 1 million plus. So he's always trying to look to impress. I'm not making no excuses. This is what I think it is. You know, he's always trying to look to impress. But the thing is, you got to settle in, because this Carlos Morales dude had a cut on the bridge of his nose, fought Machado, and he looked like he was game. So throwing everything hard, you're just not preserving yourself for the second half of the fight. And this was only a 10-rounder. Imagine if it was a 12-rounder. I understand if his jaw was messed up, but injuries happen. Injuries happen in a fight, and you have to figure it out. Otherwise, you know, you think Floyd Mayweather, who's been undefeated for 21 years, you think he's never had an injury, a fractured hand? Wilder knocked out Chris Arreola and had to get metal pins after the fact. Injured hand. Lomachenko fought overseas in Macau, China. Almost, a fractured hand, which is basically like a break, right? So he has to settle in, trying to throw everything hard and trying to impress people. And like when he's doing the stuff on the little Instagram videos and stuff, that's dope. But that doesn't necessarily translate into the fight, because Bruce Lee said, boards don't hit back. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, your opponent's punching back, moving, getting low, changing levels. So it's going to be different. So he's going to have to switch it up, in my opinion, to keep climbing, to keep developing. He definitely has to switch it up to the point where it's not everything. Amir Khan fights like that. It's kind of a thing too. I noticed with some guys from the amateur, he fights in terms of everything Amir Khan throws is like a very similar speed. Eesh. Like everything's that fast as fuck shit. That it bothers. Like, okay, look at Danny Garcia. See, this was, I don't even know where to begin. The commentary crew was kind of weird. Mario Lopez, he's been around the boxing scene, so he was all right. But they were saying stuff about Roxy, what she was wearing, and I don't know. The commentary was kind of weird. So I'm going to give you my commentary. Amir Khan does it too, where he's throwing everything fast. That's kind of like the amateurs, because in the amateurs, it's like when Amir Khan was fighting, getting silver medals and stuff, it's a point system. So he's racking up points. Eesh. But at the same time, you look at the Danny Garcia is a perfect example of the type of fight that I'm talking about, in the terms of he was eeshing the fuck out of Danny Garcia for 2 rounds. But Danny Garcia having great timing, he had to get adjusted to that. And I think, Danny Garcia, watched the first 2 rounds. Danny Garcia was throwing these hooks, these no-look hooks, and they was missing like crazy. But in the 3rd round, when that hook hit, you seen Amir Khan go down, So it was a matter of getting the timing down and landing it. That's what Ryan Garcia throwing punches so hard with so much velocity on everything. It's like a pitcher. You could be Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, but if you throw everything a fastball, that's the perfect pitch to hit a home run. Now, at first, you have to bat. You get struck out, But when you get, after several people get a crack at it, and okay, he's pitching fast as fuck. Plus, in baseball, it's very similar to boxing with this analogy, is as the innings get later, or in boxing, as the rounds get later, that arm is going to grow tired. Unless you're on PEDs, your human body is naturally going to fatigue. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that 98 mile per hour fastball is still fast, but let's say it's 95. You know what I mean? Or just the fact that you're throwing the same pitch. You keep throwing the same pitch, somebody's going to bases loaded and hit that shit out the park. So I think that's what Ryan Garcia needs to do. He's like a celebrity right now, and he's going to have to embrace it. And don't fight for the crowd. Settle in. Stop throwing everything hard as fuck and fast as fuck. It looks good. It's dope for your highlight reels. But you got to, at the elite level, you got to set it up a lot stronger, because nobody's just sitting here trying to lose and shit. All the people you guys call bums in this fight game, I don't think them people are trying to lose to Ryan Garcia or trying to lose to Deontay Wilder. Either they have the skill to beat them or they don't. However, they're not trying to. Shout out to Isaiah Wright for the subscription. So yeah, he definitely needs to vary his speed and the velocity on his punching power. That's one of the things I noticed. And again, you're not going to knock out everybody. Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, has the most power in boxing. He still didn't knock out Bermane Stiverne in the first fight. Stiverne took a beating, got lumped up, but he didn't knock him out until the second fight. Right? Keith Thurman, when he was knocking everybody out, he fought a guy that Berto knocked out, Jan Zabek, right? Thurman could not knock him out. Thurman hurt Bundu, who Errol Spence would later knock the fuck out. Thurman couldn't knock out Bundu. He couldn't knock out Danny Garcia. Couldn't knock out Sean Porter. So it don't matter how much power you got. You're not knocking everybody out. It just comes. Maidana has a lot of power. He's hurt guys. See, there's people where no matter who they fight, they hurt them. But you're not knocking everybody out. Maidana didn't knock out Floyd in 2 chances. He didn't knock out Broner, you know. So, and Broner that was only his second fight at welter. So he has to realize that. I understand he's young, but he has to realize that. He has to realize that, like, slow it down a touch, vary the speed, vary the power. It's not like the Instagram highlight reel videos, you know. You know, I understand you can't fight for the crowd, all that bullshit. Don't fight for the crowd, because guess what? CC Sabathia Vallejo, baby. I like the analogy, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to the 707, say it backwards. Shout out to CC. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to mix it up, because now people are expecting that fast shit. Everything you throw there, so eventually somebody's gonna get a beat on it, like Freeway. Yo, put a beat on. They're gonna get a read on what the fuck you trying to do. You know, you can't just keep throwing everything. Yeah, CC is from the Bay. He's from the 707 like me. You know what I mean? So shout out to CC. But you got to switch it up and mix it up. I mean, that's really with anything in life. That's why some people binge eat, like they're on a diet and they don't know how to cook, so they make one thing for the 4 weeks, a month. You're gonna get, it's bland, you know. You're on a diet and every fucking meal is a salad. You're gonna fuck around and fuck Taco Bell up when you see it. So you gotta have variety, gotta mix it up. That's one of the biggest takeaways. Like I said, Ryan's my dude, but I'm giving my honest assessment of what I've seen. Is he ready for Tank Davis? Based on his last 2 performances, I would say he's not. This is my thoughts. Always will be my thoughts on boxing. These guys are fighters. I'm not their dad. I'm not their brother. I'm not their trainer. I'm not their promoter. They can all do whatever they want. I will support it if it's a good fight. It's a big fight for boxing. I'm telling you, in my opinion, from what I've seen, the Gervonta Tank Davis fight would not be good. Tank is too advanced. He's too experienced. And right now, he's way too explosive. Like, I noticed Ryan Garcia, he's tall. He's like 5'10", so he'll be taller than Tank for sure. But Tank is like crafty, and he's like, I don't know how to. Tank's my dude too. I like all these young cats. You know what I mean? Rolly, that's my dude. Ryan Garcia, Tank, they all cool with me. I'm just giving my honest assessment. Devin Haney from the Bay, you know. So I like all these cats, and I like that they're trying to get some work. You know, Shakur Stevenson, I interviewed him before a couple times. Yo, we got to get the likes up. Smash the like button. We just breaking down this Ryan Garcia, Carlos Morales fight, talking some real boxing shit. Smash the like button so we can keep going. But like I said, I'm not nobody's dad or promoter. You don't have to listen to me. If Ryan Garcia, I know he wants, as a fighter, he wants to fight Tank Davis. I'm saying if I was his people, if I was his team, I don't think stylistically that would be a good fight for him right now. Tank has more experience at a higher level as a pro. Jesus Cuellar was a featherweight champion. Yes, he was moving up, and I was at that fight. It was on the Broner Vargas card. Tank destroyed him and made it look easy, right? But that's still that's a former champion that he fought. I don't know about Carlos Morales. I don't think he no former champion of no major belt, right? And Cuellar also had fought, even though he lost, but he fought Abner Mares, right? Tank fought Jose Pedraza, who's about to fight Lomachenko. So Pedraza, even after getting knocked the fuck out by Tank, he showed you how good he was. Because I covered Crawford versus Horn, and he fought on the undercard, and he was throwing mad punches, and he was in a war type of fight, and he looked good in that fight, right? And then he just hurt Ray Beltran. This is at a higher weight division than he fought Tank at. You get me? So Ray Beltran's a veteran, and Jose Pedraza had him looking bad in the last couple of rounds 11 and 12 and shit. And then he won the title from Ray Beltran, and now he's about to fight Lomachenko. So that really levels up Tank Davis, his resume, because it showed you that Pedraza was no slouch. Pedraza also has a win over Tevin Farmer. You could argue that Tevin Farmer was learning on the job and he wasn't the Tevin Farmer that's before us today, but it's still Tevin Farmer. No different than Antonio Margarito. He beat Sergio Martinez. A lot of people don't know that if you don't, throwback boxing fans. But yeah, Sergio probably wasn't the Sergio that beat Kelly Pavlik because he was still learning, started boxing late. Oh well, it's still on Margarito's resume that I beat and knocked out Sergio Martinez. So, I don't think that would be a good look. And De La Hoya said it too. He said, "Oh, Tank's good." Oh, I think he even said on Ellie's channel, he said Ryan's not ready. So Golden Boy ain't gonna make that anyway. No matter how bad Ryan Garcia wants it, I don't see go. And listen, have at it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell Golden Boy to make it next. Then I'm just telling you my opinion. I'm telling you my honest opinion. I don't think Golden Boy would make that because they got a kid that he has room to grow. He can develop. He already has a mad fan base. Considering doesn't even have like 19, 20 fights. So you think Golden Boy is gonna put him in with someone as dangerous as a Gervonta Tank Davis and potentially disrupt that gravy train, especially when I don't know what's gonna happen. Canelo Triple G, I'm picking Canelo, but this is one of their top cash cow, or like top rising stars or whatever you want to call it. Yo, we have 400 plus people and we have 77 likes. You guys got to get the likes up. Engagement matters. And if the likes don't get up, I got to cancel this stream, because I got a bunch of stuff. I still got to pack for New York. Y'all got to get them likes up. This is crazy. We cannot ever be in a position where we have this many people in the chat here consistently staying here, and the likes are at 70 and we have 400 plus people. Wow. I know you guys want to leave your comments and stuff, but the only way the channel grows and the only way the live streams grow and we get the full conversation and opinions is if you guys show the engagement. YouTube's algorithm is all fucked up right now. Some people aren't getting notifications and different things like that. So unless these likes go up, this stream cannot continue. And unless these likes go up, that's the only way that some people might get notified with this new algorithm that YouTube's doing. So if y'all could, please smash the like button. We're just breaking down Ryan Garcia's latest outing. He did win the fight, majority decision against a very game, rugged Carlos Morales, and we're just kind of breaking it down. I like Teofimo. I never interviewed him, never met him, but I like his fight game. He's confident, be dancing in there doing that Fortnite shit. I like him. But my personal opinion, like I said, I like all these guys. I've worked with a lot of them. A lot of them know me and shit. But Gervonta Tank Davis right now is on another level. So he's just too explosive. Another thing is what I noticed in this fight and past Ryan Garcia fights, but mostly his last two fights, is he's 5'10", and he's very like back straight up, chin is kind of high. Tank Davis is small, but he has a nasty ass uppercut. And see, this how you know who knows boxing, who don't know shit about boxing, right? Some people they were like comparing Golovkin to Mike Tyson. Gervonta Tank Davis is actually, he reminds me of Mike Tyson. Like, no cap, no bullshit. He actually I'm not saying he is exactly Mike Tyson, but it's sure as fuck a way better comparison to Mike Tyson, Tank Davis, than Golovkin. And I don't know why, because people seeing Golovkin have power, they kept saying he's like the new Mike Tyson. No, Tank Davis. Golovkin's not even fast, you know, so how are you the new Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson was quick. Mike Tyson was fast. Mike Tyson had head movement. These are things that Golovkin doesn't really even show, you know what I mean, typically in standard fights. So I think Tank Davis, there's a lot of him that reminds me of Mike Tyson, real shit. You know what I mean? So Ryan having his chin high, Tank, he got a vicious uppercut, very explosive, power in both hands, southpaw. I think Ryan Garcia is an orthodox. I'm pretty sure he's not southpaw. So I think Ryan Garcia just has to tighten up on a couple of things, because I noticed in his fight with Jason Velez, former champion, that was a tough fight for him. The Morales fight was a tough fight for him. And even the sparring with Rollies, the one that went viral. And I see him doing some of the same things in all of those fights, and those all span over different time periods. So he's going to have to work on strengthening certain things. His inside game. I think the inside game is one of the big ones. He got to work on the inside game, and he got to, I don't know who his team is and shit. Maybe try to get with Floyd Sr. for like some sessions on clinching. See, I'm going to tell y'all, man, this new generation of boxer or whatever, they want the cool shit. They want the cool, flashy bullshit. The bitches and the women, and just like the music, you know, it's just like the music game, you know, and they want the jewelry and the fast cars and homes and all this type of shit. But you gotta go back to the essence, you know. When people, like in hip hop back in the day, people were spitting for different reasons. They were talking about political issues, social issues. They were talking about like growing up poor, and like not just like I'm winning in the club. Like it wasn't just all that. The music actually had a message. Brenda had a baby. Brenda Bentley got a Brent. You know what I'm saying? They were actually talking about something. Same thing with these fighters. I noticed a lot of the young cats, they want the cool shit. You know what I mean? The flashy knockouts and whips and cars and chains and, you know, social media presence, all that. That's cool. But the way you get that long term, work on the fundamentals. Work on the basics. That's a good question, J-Dog. You think Floyd would train him in Devon? I don't know. I mean, he was in Mayweather's gym when he sparred Rolly, so I don't know. You know, so I'm not even saying him train him full time type shit. I don't know. I know Floyd Mayweather's an OG in this game, and he knows he'll teach you the fundamentals. But Ryan, I think, needs to improve on his clinching, because the way he does it, his body looks wilted and stuff, and it's not a firm clinch, and the guy's going crazy. Look how Floyd Mayweather will clinch you. Like when Shane, okay, this is why Floyd, like, you know what? I'm going to just say this. I didn't know if Floyd was the greatest. I knew he was the greatest of this generation, but I'm starting to think from a boxing sweet science perspective, he might be the greatest boxer ever. Do you get what I'm saying? Like in terms of like doing things like correctness and stuff, he might actually be TBE. You could say, oh, he ran, he's boring. I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about from fundamentally sound boxer, doing the right things, having the right things, having a jet. He might be TBE. I think he is. Because he does, like, how in the Shane Mosley fight, right? How are you hurt in the second round, yet you still have the presence of mind and the wherewithal to properly clinch? You're fucked up and rattled, equilibrium all fucked up, and you still have a firm clinch with your feet intact. You could tell the dude trains like other people don't. It has to be, because Floyd was pretty solid despite being badly hurt, and he clinched Shane Mosley like, yeah, try to move. Shane couldn't even get out. It was like almost like MMA, like, you know what I'm saying, like the Undertaker grabbed you. Floyd is all, see, and that's why I don't like talking boxing with a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all are some fucking bozos. You need to be in the Stephen King remakes and reboot, Pennywise and shit. a bunch of fucking clowns. They just say the same, oh, Floyd's boring, but they don't appreciate art. They don't appreciate the skill. They don't appreciate the discipline. You know, that's why I don't like talking to a lot of people in boxing, or I can't have long conversations with them because they all just say, oh, domestic violence, and you guys like this guy? He beat up his wife. Just all that dumb shit. I'm talking about skill. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm talking about skill. Floyd got that. Anyway, he had the presence of mind in the Shane Mosley fight and the strength and the conditioning, I guess, to weather that storm. And then he goes on to beat every round. That's what Ryan Garcia, he needs to learn from that, and he needs to learn the proper clinch. Klitschko's good at the clinch too. Klitschko a little bit different because the motherfucker's like 6'6" of fucking Ukrainian iron and shit. So he's just a big dude, you know what I'm saying? So he's just strong. Floyd's strong too, but he's not size. I mean, if you met Klitschko and you met Floyd, you know, Klitschko's fucking big. But that's what Ryan Garcia, he needs to look at people who could clinch. Again, people, the young fighters, a lot of them want the fast, cool shit. You know, why do I give a fuck about a jab? Why do I want to clinch? Why do I want head move? All right, don't do it. You're not gonna have no longevity. So, you know, I'm just giving you my 2 cents. People could do whatever they want, but the fundamentals is what's gonna keep you around, like Bernard Hopkins, like Floyd Mayweather, you know, Juan Manuel Marquez. Like that's gonna give you some longevity in this sport. Listen, we have over 400 people and the likes just stopped at 139. You guys gotta smash the like button. And we gotta get the like. I've never seen it be such a struggle to get the likes up when we have this many people in here. We gotta be reasonable with these likes. And right now, y'all are leaving more comments than showing that level of it in the engagement. But yeah, I think Ryan needs to work on inside game and the clinching too, because the Rolly sparring, his fight tonight with Carlos Morales, and then his last fight with Jason Velez, these are all very tough fights, it looked like. And when he looks a little bit, he looks bewildered, I guess you could say. You know, when the guy's like real rugged. Like, for example, this is just me being honest. If Marcos Maidana was jam-packed in the whatever division, 130, 135, wherever he's going to continue fight, to Ryan's credit, he did move up in this particular fight. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting at 130, but I guess he said it was kind of hard, so this fight was held at 135. So he did move up. I give him credit for that. You know, and he never went down or anything. But if you could get Marcos Maidana, everything he embodied, the toughness, the improved jab with Robert Garcia, the awkward punching and, like, you know what I mean, chopping punches that he throws, the amateur experience, beating guys like Lucas Matisse and shit. If you jam-pack that into a fighter at 130, 135, that would give Ryan Garcia problems. That would give him problems, mad problems, based on what I've seen at this point. So he's still got to develop, so we don't know where he'll end up. But I would see a Maidana style being really cumbersome. Really, that would really trouble Ryan Garcia's style. You know what I mean? Because Maidana just don't give a fuck, and he's really reckless. Not reckless, like awkward. You know what I'm saying? He just, if you can't knock him out, which nobody did, he gonna keep coming, and that overhand right is gonna hit something at some point. The Facebook Live, it was cool. There was a couple moments where quality went crazy. He had about, from what I seen, the highest, it was like maybe 68,000 continuous viewers on Facebook. Damn, some of y'all think that Ryan lost? Damn. Hey, block Joe Smoke. He talking about shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. This is my shit. Block Joe Smoke. We got some smoke for you. Hold up. My shooter's coming. Ryan Garcia won. Majority decision. Tough fight. Y'all thought he lost? I didn't score it, so I don't know that he lost. See, this is the thing. For Carlos Morales, what he did wrong is he had like, he didn't really have an identity in the first half of the fight. Like, he was just trying different things. Maybe it was Ryan's power and speed. I don't know. But he didn't really have a solid case that he was like working on. He didn't really have an identity to me. So some of those rounds, he was doing good stuff in spots, but was it enough? Was it enough to win the rounds? Especially in front of a crowd favorite on a Golden Boy card? I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I didn't score the shit, but Ryan, I'm content with Ryan winning close. But see, Ryan Garcia, when it got to about the 6th round, I guess they saying he has a jaw injury or something. But when it got to the 6th round, it was very noticeable. He got hit with a jab, and he didn't like it, and he started backpedaling. And then Carlos Morales sensed it, and he smelled blood and got on his Shark Tank shit and started swarming. You know, and then he clipped Ryan Garcia. See, this is what I'm talking about. Ryan Garcia has to see what to do in those moments. You know, like when the going gets tough. Not everyone's a pretty fight. Like, okay, for example, I just thought of a great example. A person that's about to fight this weekend, Sean Porter. A Sean Porter at 130, 135 would be hellish for Ryan Garcia at the moment, because Sean Porter is durable. Sean Porter has an amateur experience. Sean Porter he has a chin. He took Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman hit him with some hook. I was like, what the fuck? Sean Porter just, and it like woke him up. And then he kept coming and swarming. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, he did get dropped by Broner, but Sean Porter got a fucking chin. You know what I mean? That's why if Danny Garcia were to knock him out, which he thinks he can do, we'll find out. Then I would give Danny Garcia obviously a lot of credit, because his last 2 opponents, if he knocks them out, Garcia knocks out Rios, who has never been knocked out with a headshot. And if he knocks out Sean Porter, then Sean Porter ain't never been knocked out. But that's a 50-50 fight. But either way, what I'm saying, the point I'm making is Sean Porter would be a very bad fight for Ryan Garcia at the moment, because his relentless pressure, he's well conditioned, he has a hell of a chin, he has an amateur pedigree, he can box, you know what I mean, probably more than he shows in certain fights. He can jab, and he's gonna stay in your shit, and he has more power than this Carlos Morales dude, per his resume. You know what I'm saying? The way Porter knocked out Paulie Malignaggi, people forget about that. Paulie got destroyed. Paulie has a pretty solid chin too. You know what I mean? And Paulie got destroyed by Sean Porter. Carlos Morales had, I think he said 17, 18 fights, and he only had 6 knockouts, and it looked like he was getting to Ryan Garcia in the back half of the fight. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was bothering him. So, again, you know, like a Sean Porter style, Tank Davis, Maidana style, rugged pressure guys with power. I don't think that Tank is different, because Tank, I don't put him in the Maidana Porter category. I think his work is sharper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything he does is clean, like fundamentally, but he's also mean as fuck, and he's also explosive. You know what I mean? So I don't think he fights like them, but I still see all those styles giving present day Ryan Garcia some issues. You know, but again, if y'all don't take my word for it, match him up with those styles. You know, we'll see. I'm anxious to see if he stays at 35 or he stays at 130. That motherfucker's talking about Rod Salka. Y'all tripping. Yeah, all that Abel Sanchez Mexican style fighters like that, that's gonna give him issue right now, because fighters like that, like a Golovkin, even if Golovkin was in Ryan Garcia, he's hitting too hard, so you have to be mindful. Golovkin will knock the chains out your coin star. Don't get that ever twisted. You know what I mean? And he just stays on top of you, and he has a good jab, and he's sizable for the dude. You know what I mean? 5'10" and a half or whatnot. So those are the things I think Ryan Garcia could work on. Clinching was big in the inside fight game. You know, chin high. Maybe even stamina. Because, like, I noticed in his last 2 fights, he seems to hold a lot in the later round. And see, he's going to have to figure, to me, him and his team, they're going to have to figure out what's causing that. And no, especially for a guy with amateur pedigree. Like, what is, what it doesn't seem like he's knows what to do when the fatigue starts getting it. And see, that's part of why he needs to, in my opinion, he needs to pace himself with the power shots. Because if you are having stamina issues, and then that's when you start putting people in headlocks and hooking them and stuff like that, maybe you're not as tired if you don't throw everything heavy. Try to throw everything with the flash intentions and stuff. I understand the nicknames and the Instagram following, but again, you can't fight for no fucking crowd, because when you on your deathbed, or if you get knocked out, the crowd ain't gonna fight for you. So yeah, that Rooster fight was crazy. But yeah, when the back half of both of his last two fights, the way he's clinching, I don't know, something about that is it looks too loose. Like they're not really restrained, enough for my liking. They're like still Carlos Morales is you know what I'm saying, still with his hand free going crazy. You gotta tame that. You gotta be the matador. He said we work and give the fight fans the fight that they want. Hey, y'all are harsh in this comment section. Y'all gotta hit that like button, man. It's gonna be a real short stream. If we can't get, it doesn't even make sense unless people are just deliberately like, fuck this stream, I ain't hitting that. Then okay, I'll just end this shit. I've already done numbers for the day. It's crazy. We should always be at. This shit is crazy. Ryan Garcia won decision, 10-rounder. Someone said Ryan Garcia is the Justin Bieber of boxing. Y'all tripping, baby. No, I mean, I just think he has to keep developing, and don't let this fame shit get to you, because, the fame shit will take you out. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay working, stay disciplined, and stuff like that. And I just think he has to improve on those certain areas before he steps up to the even the Devin Haney, that's a tough fight, because they know each other very well. They had 5 or 6 fights in the amateurs, but Devin Haney's coming along pretty well, and he looks bigger. Like, Devin Haney looks bigger. Like, I seen Devin Haney spar live probably like 2 years ago, and he looked way smaller. He's like coming into more of his adult frame, his man frame. And then he fought the guy, the Mason Menard dude. I watched that cat versus Ray Belcher. Ray Belcher knocked him the fuck out, but he was holding his own up until that. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney, I think he's making good progress. He's making very good progress to his career. And Golden Boy gotta probably back. Hey, look, this motherfucker said Fight Hype and Fight Hub ain't so hostile. You guys acting like you in a boxing match. People just stating their opinion. Enjoy my dislike. Bye, LOL. Hey, get this dumbass out of here. Get the shooter out of here. William Lopez. This ain't Fight Hype. This ain't Fight Hub. Go enjoy their page. These dudes be some crybabies. You're so hostile. Why are you being so hostile? Fight Hub never treats me like that. Go watch them then. The fuck? And then, man, some of y'all is like, that's like some of the softest things you can do as a man. I know you're not an alpha male. To tell another guy that you're going to dislike the video, as opposed to doing it. I'm not mad at you disliking it. I get paid regardless. But the fact that you felt the need that you had to tell me you were going to do it. These dudes are some beta male. I'll have you know, I plan to dislike this video because Fight Hub never treated me this way. Well, guess what? Go over there. Because you've been blocked. Hey, shooters, get these young boys, man. This ain't what you used to. This ain't Berto. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia versus Mario Lopez. Hey, y'all tripping. Y'all just making up fucking fake ass matches. He needs more cardio. Hey, Golden Boy, your two biggest cash cows. We need some stamina. Canelo and then Garcia in this fight. Excuse me. You got to work on that because you see, I look at the big picture. I really do. Big picture is this. This was a 10-rounder. There will be a point, you know, if it's a championship fight, where you're gonna have to fight 12 rounds. So injury or not, he's gonna have to, you know, he has to figure it out. Now he's still young in his career. He's still young, so he can develop and learn from this. But I don't know. It was good action though. It was solid. I mean, it was free. No other boxing on. But I really feel like Garcia's last two fights were almost similar, but this one was probably a little bit tougher. But it's similar in the fact of he's starting off real polished and real fresh, like you know what I'm saying, and throwing hard hooks. He needs that outer to mid. He's like an outboxer, outrange, mid-range, somewhere in there. And then the second half, that's where he's tapering off. After like the 6th round in this particular fight, like you seen him backpedaling, you've seen him constantly looking up at the clock. See, I don't like that. I don't like. Floyd does it sometimes, and I don't know if people feel like that's cool to do, but I feel like Floyd is at a different level. Floyd is like in the latter part of his career. He like, man, how much time? Because I'm dogging this boy. How much time I got? Like there's no panic. He looking at the clock to see how much time I got till I have to collect this 100 mil, 32 mil. You know what I'm saying? He's not. I don't think Floyd is looking at the clock like a lot of these other fighters. They be looking at the clock like they put something in the microwave and they starving. You keep looking to see how much time is left on the micro. That's different. Floyd he don't look panicked by it, you know what I mean? He just like looking at the clock. Okay. Couple more rounds, Berto. I'm gonna make this 50 mil. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia looked like he was looking at the clock like, yo, how much time I got in this motherfucker? You know, that's what it looked like to me. How much more time I got before I am let out of this bitch. But yeah, I would, if I was De La Hoya. I mean, De La Hoya's not dumb. Definitely would wait on the Tank fight. And you know what else I noticed about this social media age? Social media age, they're too quick to anoint people instead of just letting it. Like, I feel like Floyd retired, Pacquiao, he's like on his last couple of fights probably. Cotto's gone, De La Hoya is out of the sport, like in terms of competing. Sergio Martinez, Juan Manuel Marquez, you know, Zab Judah's a nurse, I think, you know. So all like that era, Roy Jones finally hung him up. That era is kind of out. So everything's up for grabs. You got a lot of great fighters, you know, the Terrence Crawfords, Errol Spence, Teofimos, and Devin, Ryan Garcia, Tank. You know, you got a lot, but we got to see who's who. Like, everyone keeps telling me who is the next De La Hoya. And there ain't no next De La Hoya until they prove it. You know what I mean? Who is the next Mayweather? Like, let me see them do half of what Mayweather did for half of the time that Mayweather did before we get to that. You know what I mean? Man, Bob Arum talking about Lomachenko. He's the best things. He's better than Muhammad Ali. I don't see all that. I don't see Lomachenko is the best fight. Muhammad Ali didn't lose his second pro fight. You know what I'm saying? Let these kids fight. Let these young dudes fight. Let them, have the Danny Garcia, Sean Porters, and see who's who. Let Deontay Wilder fight Fury, and then hopefully we get the winner of that versus the winner of Joshua Povetkin, and let's see who's who. And not, this is the new Roy Jones, new Mike Tyson, new Floyd, new Pac. This ain't the new shit. That's how I feel. None of these dudes are the new anything. He's the new Sweet Pea. He's like, motherfucker. And then a lot of times they say the shit and it be wrong. This is the new Sweet Pea Whitaker. Like, he ain't even the new Brussels sprout Jones. You get it, Sweet Pea Whitaker, Brussels sprout Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? This ain't the new Carrot Clarkson. This damn sure ain't no Sweet Pea. Stop disrespecting my legends like that, man. It's like they want it. It's like a con artist or something. Like, people just keep saying that who is the best without having to do it. Like, how the fuck are you the best without anything? They said Triple G better than Hagler, but Canelo had one fight. He had a draw with them. Arguably lost to Jacobs. Those are the two best names on his resume, and you didn't beat either one of them like super decisively. So I just feel like lay out the cards and see where the cards fall. You know what I mean? Oh, Triple G's a Mexican style. He's Bernard Hopkins' resume, but he hasn't done what Bernard Hopkins has done. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even done what fucking Anthony Hopkins has done, let alone Bernard Hopkins. I'm talking about Anthony Hopkins from Silence of the Lambs. Yes, Clarice. There once was a caretaker who tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. The motherfucker ain't even Anthony Hopkins. Y'all talking about Bernard Hopkins. Like, stop it. Become Anthony Hopkins, and then we'll talk about you doing more than Bernard Hopkins. Yes, Clarice. There once was a caretaker who tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Motherfuckers ain't even... I thought that was funny. You motherfuckers ain't even Anthony Hopkins, and you talking about surpassing B-Hop. Like, that's why I just do my thing, get my money, and then bounce. Cause I don't know you. They was saying, remember ESPN? They said Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, he was the best 25 in the last 25. And then Sora Rungvisai, he's like, okay, Chocolatito the bet, huh? Turn that to melted milk chocolate because he melted Chocolatito shit. He made some hot cocoa that night. Rungvisai, he was yelling as he was punching. That's how you know he wants to inflict pain in them body shots. Rungvisai was like, like he was like really screaming. He was screaming. Then the motherfucker feasted on dehydrated rat or whatever the fuck, that Jesus rat. The rat was just crucified. Why have you done this to me? That motherfucker celebrated with some protein and got him some fucking rat snacks. Like, hey dog, what is that? Look, what's that? Burnt pork rind? Nah, there's some rat. I like to eat rat when I win fights. The motherfucker was eating rat. Yeah, rat souffle, and he was killing it. Goddamn, mom, there's some good at rat. That motherfucker was. Hey, this rat, it's good. There's some good ass rat, man. Ma, you hooked up the rat today. Like, you ain't gonna put no like ragu or pregu or some shit on that. That look hella nasty. I ain't eating no fucking rat like that. Like, you had to at least make it look appetizing. That shit looked like First 48 rat. That didn't even look like a... that looked like street rat. His mom just stopped by New York and got a rat off the street. Killed the hell no. Philip Hernandez, you in the hot seat. I'm gonna show y'all boys. Ego, why don't you like Bob in Top Rank? You sound stupid as fuck. Why don't I like Bob? What are you talking about? You in the hot seat. So let's hear you make a fool of yourself. Why don't I like Bob? What did I say about Bob? We talking about Rung Visai and rats. These dudes is like real life remedial. What does Bob Arum have? What did I say about Bob Arum that I don't like him? We got another person in the hot seat. Remember the name so my shooters know who to block. His name is Phil Hernandez. He was like, why don't you like Bob? What did I even say about Bob? What are you talking about? Please explain. Out of nowhere, I'm talking about Rung Visai and his rat collection. And Loma. So first you said I don't like Bob, and now you're talking about Loma. Get this bum out of here. Get him out of my face. These dudes be all over the place. Why don't you like Bob Arum? So I don't like Bob Arum or Loma. Which one is it? Because you said why don't you like Bob in Top Rank, and then now you said Loma. Get these dudes out of here, man. I cover Top Rank fights. I just went to Crawford Horn. Top Rank holds it down. They're very organized. They have good fight cards. You know what I'm saying? ESPN Plus. These dudes is retarded. Why don't you like Bob? I mean, Bob and Top Rank. I'm like, what did I say against either of them? Loma, get him out of here. I told you these dudes is like, I don't know where they just drop out of school and come straight to my live streams. I don't know. But they be doing some weird and saying weird shit. Like, man, this school shit is hard. I give up. Man, fuck school. And they walking home and shit. Oh, Boxingego, let me go on his live stream. I think that's what really happens. I think they drop out and immediately come to my shit. Because they're not making no sense. No, we were literally talking about Sor Rung Visai and Rat. And he was like, why don't you like Bob? You need a Bob for apples and get off of my page. Man, it don't matter what they doing. Anyway, congrats Ryan Garcia, he won. All y'all motherfuckers is hating. No, I'm just playing. Ryan Garcia won. I think he just has to learn from it. They said he has a jaw injury. I would chill on the, Tank Davis, because I don't think most diehard boxing fans feel that would be a good fight for him right now. I don't know. But like I said, if he wants to fight Tank, have at it. Enjoy it. But I just think I don't know. Off of that performance, he's going to have his hands full with Tank. Because Carlos Morales was game, veteran, Tank got more experience than both of them. And he got more power than Morales. These dudes just be making up shit. They think I hate everybody because I have fucking balls and my balls are attached to my body. And if something's going on and I have constructive criticism and I talk about it, oh, why do you hate Bob? I don't hate Bob. But if he says something crazy and I disagree, see, this was wrong with this society today. This is what's wrong. Abel Sanchez, Bob, or whoever. Why? What about Bob? Bill Murray? Everyone can say whatever they want, but then I can't say a response to what they said. Eddie Hearn can say, "Oh, this and that and the third," and then when I respond to it, why do you hate AJ? Why do you hate Eddie? Why do you hate Bob? What? So Eddie Hearn hates Deontay Wilder because he don't say nothing good about the man. You know what I'm saying? Someone said Bob. Hey, y'all tripping. I'm about to get out of here. Someone said Bob stops Ryan in 3 rounds. Yeah, they try to mute the Black Channel. Why do they hate everyone? Why do they hate Bob? Because he's been around. He was even friends with Muhammad Ali. Next week's going to be a good fight, too. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. I'm looking for that. Devin Haney and King Rock. Yeah, that's a good fight. But you know what? My friend got me on the pop socket. It's cool. I like it. You know, I could just have my phone and I could milli rock with my phone. Yeah, so it's cool. But why do you hate Bob? Why do y'all really hate Ryan like that? Someone said Ryan Garcia is a hoe. A hoe for what? You're picking Porter? That's a good fight, man. Hey, these comments is going ham right now. Y'all just putting crazy shit. Hey, yeah, I'm out, man. We only got 215 likes. I tried to get them. We've consecutively had like 400 people or very close to 400, and for some reason the likes are just half. So I don't know if people are just playing the channel and walking away. But anyway, that's my post-fight breakdown. Congrats to Ryan Garcia. Still some things I think he should work on. He has the star power and stuff like that. He has snap. He has power, speed. Mix it up more, vary it. Learn from these tough fights that he's had his last 2 fights. And, you know, keep it pushing. I probably wouldn't embrace the Gervonta fight right now. Like, you know what I mean? Or, like, keep the call-outs. I might do a vampire stream. Holla at the kid, man. We just working.